Greetings everybody, I'm Lobo and welcome to Luna. This is episode 109 of my Minecraft survival series, and I was thinking we'd go ahead and start off today's episode with a little bit of grindy work, because I'm just in the mood to do that. You know, we've been doing a lot of terraforming lately, or kind of rudimentary terraforming, just generally shaping the land into what it could possibly look like once it's done. You know what I'm saying. You know, we're not getting into the details and stuff yet. But while I'm in the mood to do that, I was thinking we'd go ahead and take care of this area right here, which, is in need of it. Now the plan, for those of you who don't already know it, we are actually going to be carrying this river down this way. All this flat ground right here, it's not going to be flat. You know, we're going to end up digging down, making a river, filling it with water, right? But it's going to continue quite a bit further than this. It's actually going to continue all the way down to our ocean, which is, let me see if I can get a view of that. You see where the land kind of drops off over there? That is actually an ocean. So that's the plan. That's basically what I'm trying to do today. I mean, not the actual filling with water part, just the, digging out the general shape of the river part. But yeah, I need to go ahead and get prepared for that. I put the beacon in the wrong spot. Like, I brought my beacon over and I ended up putting it over here where we had it previously, right? We did some work over here. You know, we got our little workstation set up right here. But yeah, this is actually not where we're going to be working today. We already worked over here. We're actually going to be working over that way, so we need to carry the beacon over there. But yeah, it's really early in the morning, and one thing that kind of determines what type of work I'm going to be doing at a certain point in the episode really depends on how tired I actually am. For instance, right now we're going to do grindy work because I don't trust myself to put a beacon in the right spot. How can I trust myself to make a build that's going to look decent, right? Okay. Beacon is now in the right spot, and we've got all our other beacons within the city, or at least on this side of the wall, converted to haze 2 as well, to make this process a little bit easier, you know? Get a little bit of this action going on, which is going to be awesome. So I think at this point, what we're going to go ahead and do is call Watchdog on over here, put on a little bit of music, and get started. Welcome back, everybody, and we've got a little bit of land carved out now, so we know pretty much where our river is going to be running, right? And I want to reiterate this one more time. I know I always say this, but just for clarification, this is not what it's ultimately going to end up looking like. You know, we haven't done any of the detail work or anything like that. There will be landscaping done. There'll be all kinds of stuff done to make the areas look pretty in all the lands, in all the areas immediately surrounding Luna. Now, we're not going to continue with this for right now. We're not going to do any more work out here today because there's something inside our city I kind of want to have a look at. And this is one of the scariest and also most exciting times for me playing this game. Yeah, we've just switched over to the new update. So our villagers have changed. Our villagers have had a massive overhaul. This guy right here is a shepherd, it looks like. And I'm digging the new threads, guy. You're looking sharp. You're a very busy man. I understand that. Wheatley's got a hat. and he's not really doing much. Okay, well, let's go check on some of our other guys. Something I'm really curious to see is whether or not our merchants over here are the villagers that we've traded with previously, whether or not they actually retain their trades that they had before. So we got Jumping Jack right here, and it looks like he has been reset down to level 1. I don't remember exactly what his trades were previously, but I do have a better idea over at Dunder Minecraft what theirs were. These guys are looking spiffy now. Wow. All right, so in addition to the different look of the villagers and the different trading mechanics and all that stuff, which I still need to figure out, I guess they have schedules now. You're a toolsmith. That's pretty cool. That's cool. They have schedules now. They now determine villages, like they register beds instead of doors. There's a whole lot of stuff I need to research. What are you? You got, you're a librarian. Oh, with the glasses. I see what's going on here. You're trying to get to work. You're going the wrong way. That's a window. The door is over here. Let's go ahead and check out the villagers in Dunder Minecraft and see whether or not we get to keep the trades that we had previously. So Creed, different paper trade. Ryan, you're at 24. 24 as well. Okay, so it looks like they're all like kind of a baseline of 24. Oh, and Danny, his enchanted books are different. Yeah, these guys are different. That's not what they had before. So we don't get to keep Danny in his mending trade. So it's a good thing we bought all those mending books a couple episodes back. It definitely is. And yeah, I mean, oh, they sell lanterns though. That's pretty cool. We can buy some lanterns and stuff from these guys instead of crafting. Okay, you know, it'll take some getting used to. I still need to figure out what to do with these guys or how they work now. So what I think I'm going to do is take a little bit of time off camera to get acquainted with, or reacquainted with, the residents of Luna. So yeah, I'll meet you guys back here in just a little bit. Now, one thing it seems that we need to do is give these guys some workstations, and librarians, I believe, use lecterns as their workstations. So these guys basically have a limited, ooh, green sparklies, pretty cool. These guys have a limited amount of items on them to trade, and they need to go back to their workstations at various points throughout the day to resupply and, you know, basically reset their trades. So I believe these lecterns are how they will do that, and they'll be able to do that, what, twice per day? So I think, yeah, we should be good here. We have 4 librarians, 4 places for lecterns, and once we get these in, we can try a little bit of trading. Well, I was just about to leave these guys for the night when this guy came wandering in. He's another librarian with a channeling enchantment, and he's looking for work. So I am more than happy to welcome him to the Dunder Minecraft team. So why don't you go inside and introduce yourself to your co-workers, and just know that more comfortable accommodations are coming. So yeah, since these guys will sleep through the night now, I think it might be a good idea in the future to come back here, give them a nice little break room, add some beds and stuff like that. But we'll worry about that later. So it is now a new Minecraft day, but these guys have not reset their trades. So what I'm kind of wondering is whether or not they need to actually sleep through the night, get a good night's sleep before they're ready to work again. That seems like it might be a possibility. Like I said, I'm gonna have to look more into this. I'll actually look into this since, you know, I can't really figure it out on my own quite yet. And I mean, even though we got Ryan up to level 2, like, trading is much more difficult than it used to be for me. And, you know, that was a big part of my series. You know, I get a lot of my stuff via trades, and that's why I kind of stocked up before we updated. But yeah, I would really like to figure this out. But, you know, rather than you guys watch me fumble around with the villagers for the rest of the episode, or at least trying to trade with the villagers for the rest of the episode, I want to go ahead and just finish off with these guys for right now, and I'll do some work with them off camera. But we do need to go ahead and give a name tag to our new librarian, which is, let's see, not you, not you. Possibly you, not you, not you. So definitely you over here by the lectern. And they have restocked, by the way. And Andy is probably restocking again. So let's see. No, he did not actually restock again. But he does have a mending book for 11 emeralds, which is pretty cool. That's almost as good as Danny's old trade. So yeah, I mean, I'm feeling optimistic, but cautiously optimistic. One thing I'm less optimistic about is that Wheatley, our wheat farmer, seems to have lost all interest in actually farming wheat. Yes, I am talking about you. And I don't understand. I don't understand why, Wheatley, because we had such a good thing going here, but now it's stopped. It's come to a halt, aside from this one little area. This guy on the other hand has the, oh, I thought we spurred him into action, but no. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, assuming that he needs a workstation to be willing to work, I gave him a composter. I gave all our farmers composters, but that does not really seem to have helped. Maybe Wheatley's just overworked or something. Maybe he needs some assistance. So we'll go ahead and see if we can get this guy who was so anxious to climb into the farm with him some seeds, which he is not picking up. So no, you cannot enter the farm. You can't just put on a hat and think you can farm. It doesn't work like that, my friend. This is a very delicate process. One that I do not seem to be doing well anymore. Wheatley, come on, my man. It's so simple. You remember how to do this, right? And then you, yeah, familiar? No? Yeah, watch. Easy, very easy, watch. See that? On the bright side, we do finally have a use for this beetroot that we've been gathering for months and months now, because farmers do now trade for beetroot, which is actually pretty cool. So we have a use for this farm here. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? That was a perfectly good bunch of beetroot. Come on, why are there two of you? What is happening right now? Who? Okay, so this is Rudyard. Who are you? And Rudyard, you get around your friends, your work ethic just goes out the window. All right, so this guy trades carrots and bread. You can buy some bread off this guy. Be pretty cool. You know, since we don't have a wheat farmer anymore, that might actually come in handy. Let's go ahead and stock up on this a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it does seem like these guys are still farming beetroot. So, I mean, that's good at least. You know, at least we have some farmers here who continue to do their job. Oh, you are so lucky that got collected. We're about to have an issue. I'm still going to have to figure out what's going on with Wheatley, why he doesn't want to farm anymore. But, you know, like I said, cautiously optimistic about all the villager stuff here. Rudyard's farming beetroot. Who is... Okay, the new guy is putting wheat in my beetroot field. I do not appreciate that. There you... Are you... So, while I was wandering around here, meeting some of the new villagers, I figured out the reason why we had a zombie siege in the last episode. Because we had a zombie siege right here, which didn't really make sense to me, because our village extends much further than this, and, you know, that should only occur on the outside perimeter of a village, right? The reason for that was that we had a villager in one of these offices right here registering that door in the back. Now, I realize that no longer applies. You know, villagers no longer register doors, they register beds, but they used to register doors, and the villager is no longer here registering that door, which results in our village kind of stopping right here and giving us multiple villages rather than one big one, right? So that kind of explains the iron golems, too, that we've been seeing appearing recently. So, I get, yeah, it's one mystery solved, but that does lead to another mystery. What exactly happened to that villager? But I am so not in the mood to play detective. I don't even want to know how that guy got up there, but let's go ahead and pay him a visit. He looks to be a wandering trader, which means he should have some interesting trades on him, and I'm kind of curious to see what exactly those trades are. But yeah, how did you even get up here? And aren't you supposed to have llamas? So anyway, what this guy has got on him is seeds, he's got vines, he's got rose bushes, nautilus shells, cactus, and packed ice. None of which I actually need right now. I do appreciate it though, and feel free to stop by any time. But, you know, make sure that you're actually, you know, down here where people can find you, because you're not going to get much business up here on the roof. So we're going to go ahead and step away from the villagers for the time being because I actually do want to get some stuff done in this episode. I want to get some stuff built, and I think I figured out what exactly I want to do, but I'm not actually prepared for it quite yet because what I want to do is going to require a pretty good amount of wool, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But where our project will be taking place is over here back at the approach to Luna, where we were doing our terraforming earlier today, coincidentally. And what I want to work on are these platforms right here, these giant circle platforms that we have in various locations going from spawn to Luna. I want to kind of get the interior portions of those filled out. We got a zombie around here somewhere, it seems like. I don't know where he could actually be. It's pretty much daytime. He might be like within the mountain or something. I don't know. I'm not too worried about that right now. Let's go ahead and talk about what we actually need to be doing over here. The first thing I want to go ahead and do is get a floor in on all these platforms that don't currently have a floor, because we're going to be not only using wool for carpets, but concrete as well. We don't need that following through. And now with our subfloors in place, I'm going to go ahead and start placing some dirt in a checkerboard pattern just to get a good idea of where everything is going to be. This is going to be kind of my template for where I'm going to put my lighting hidden under carpet, where I'm going to put my concrete to make a kind of design on this floor. And this first one is going to be fairly simple. And we are going to be using glowstone for our hidden lighting because, I mean, we've got plenty of it as of right now. And I do want to have hidden light sources here to make this area just generally brighter. Just so it's better to look at, you know, because we are going to be coming out into these areas at nighttime, and I'm not only worried about spawns, I'm also worried about the appearance, how it's going to actually look on video. You know, I just want to make sure everything's pretty well lit. But we will also be adding not only hidden lighting, but visible lighting as well, since we do have some cool new lighting blocks, lanterns, and all that stuff. So don't think I'm forgetting about that. So yep, totally for the benefit of the videos, not because I'm worried about all these mobs that have suddenly attacked me. Oh man, I need to sleep. But once we have our template in place, we're going to be using our gray carpet and our gray concrete powder to kind of start getting murals in along the floors of each of these platforms. Now, the gray is meant to represent the night sky. You know, it's dark. I didn't want to go with like pure black or anything like that, you know, because I want it to be kind of a lighter color. But this is going to be generally what it's going to look like. I will show you more in a few minutes, but I am going to have to shear some more sheep first. Shear sheep. Why is that so hard to say? Shear sheep. Shear sheep. Yeah. I'll be back in a little bit. Actually, you know what? I've had a thought regarding our sheep that we have to shear. Instead of running back into our city repeatedly, maybe it would be nice to go ahead and bring some sheep to us, especially since we have all this wheat and Rudyard and his new friend have decided that we need more of it. We'll go ahead and make ourselves a little wool farm over at our work site. So if you would just follow me down here as well, we can go ahead and get this process started. There we go. Now we have a white sheep and a black sheep, none of which are the color that we actually need. We need gray and light gray wool. So what I think I'm going to do real quick is go ahead and grab some dye. We'll get these guys taken care of and get them bred up, and then we should have a pretty steady supply of wool coming in for our carpets. And I am back with a ton of gray dye, some of which we'll be using for our concrete powder, so don't think I was just making dye willy-nilly. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get these guys bred up, and we'll shear them so they can provide us with some carpets for our builds. And then once we're done with them, we're not going to bring them into our city. These are free-roaming sheep, so we're probably just going to take down this dirt mound and just let them kind of roam free. But while we're waiting for their population to boom, I think what we're going to do in the meantime is go ahead and get in some more templates on each of these platforms. So I will meet you guys back here in just a little bit once I have some of this groundwork laid. And there we go. We have the templates laid out on each of our platforms so we know what block is going to go where once we actually get around to putting those blocks in. Now, I have been collecting wool this whole time, and I have converted some of our sheep over to light gray since we do have a pretty good amount of dark gray wool built up now. In fact, I am probably going to have to make up some new shears here pretty soon. But you can kind of see the little operation we have going on over here right now. Excuse me, guys. I know it's crowded in here. You guys are going to be out of here real soon, I promise. But this should just about do it for us for our first platform over here. And yeah, we had a visitor while I was working over here. We had this guy come over here. Again, without llamas. Where are your llamas? I thought you were supposed to have llamas. You're less fun without llamas. Anyway, we do have to get some of these other platforms done. Now, I know that, it's a mural of the night sky, right? Really boring. There's not really much to that. But these other ones here are going to have a little bit something extra to them. For example, on this platform closest to Luna itself, we're going to be starting off with some white concrete powder and some light gray carpet, because we have 5 platforms here. The platform we did first, that was our new moon platform. Then we're going to have our crescent moon right there. Half moon is going to be down here somewhere. This will be a gibbous moon. And this platform right here is meant to be a full moon. So I'm going to go ahead and get kind of a circle-ish shape in here real quick, and we'll see how this one turns out and determine if we actually do want to continue with this on all the other platforms, or if we should probably scrap this for another idea. So yeah, I'll be back with you guys in a few minutes, and we'll see if this turns out the way I'm hoping it will. And that platform is now done, and I do believe we're going to be rolling with that idea. It looks like one of our sheep may have escaped and is trying to make a new friend. Unfortunately, that friend is an unsavory character and not the kind of friend we want our sheep to be associated with at this moment. But yeah, that is 2 platforms down, 3 to go. Will you just get in there? Okay. All right, so jumping forward a little bit, we now have a 3rd platform done. Our half moon platform is done. That leaves 2 to go. We have our crescent moon platform right here and our gibbous moon platform right here. And in addition to just doing those platforms, I also want to go ahead and do some rough terraforming, very rough terraforming around here to make some of this area make sense, because yeah, that does not make a whole lot of sense right here. Now, I'm not sure how much we're actually going to be able to get done today, but I do want to try to accomplish a little bit. And I think to do that, we're going to go ahead and call Watchdog on over here. We're going to put on a little bit of music, and we're going to get back to work. Welcome back, everybody, and we've got some of our platforms done. Well, I mean, they're not completely done. There's still work that needs to be done, like the borders and stuff like that. We'll have to add a lot more to them, make them a lot prettier and nicer, but the basic structure of the platforms are in, and we got some terraforming done as well. That is, of course, not finished yet either, but I am really short on time, so this is pretty much as I can afford to get done today. But I do believe this puts us at a pretty good starting point for our super laggy approach to Luna from spawn. I think I know what's causing the lag too. I think I have an idea. Like, it's only like as we transition through certain areas, I think what it is it's loading and unloading sections of our storage system, which is a pretty intense storage system. I think that might be what's causing this, because once we get past that transitional point, it seems to be fine again. But you may have noticed me carrying around a cartography table earlier, and I have a reason for this. I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if, like, some explorers had an outpost over here, like right outside the city of Luna, and, they were kind of exploring, kind of marking what we were doing here in Luna, making their maps and stuff like that. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool also if we displayed some of those maps, because now we have the ability with the cartography table to freeze maps in time. So we could put, like, say, our map of Luna as it stands currently right here, and see the progression of Luna as it's built up as we go through these various platforms, you know? So, you know, we'll put one map of Luna as it currently stands right here. We'll put another map of Luna at some point in the future down on this one. And then, you know, in the future, in the distant future, when we get Luna done, we can put another map up there, a completed map of Luna that shows the entire city before you even walk into it. I was thinking that might be kind of neat, you know, just being able to see the progress, the different phases of Luna, you know, as time goes on, kind of like the different phases of the moon. But that is all the time I have for today. So if you guys have enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.